Okay, today is March 19th, 2024. This video describes the flat finger fist. That's flat as in F-L-A-T. Flat finger fist. To make the flat finger fist, you take your fingers and lay them flat on your palm. Do not curl them in like a regular fist. Just lay them flat and then put the thumb over. Okay, that's how you make the flat finger fist. The flat finger fist is different from a regular fist in that on a flat finger fist, the two main knuckles are out in front. Whatever you're striking, those two main knuckles make contact first. On a regular fist, your finger joints stick out in front of the two main knuckles, so that whatever you're striking, you're going to have a bit of a roll forward of the two main knuckles. With the flat finger fist, your main knuckles strike first. You get a cleaner hit and a more effective strike. All right? That's the benefit of the flat finger fist. It's just that the two main knuckles hit first when you make your strike. Here is a workout that I do to develop the flat finger fist. It has 12 parts. In part 1, the important thing is that we focus on only using our two main knuckles. That's why when we're doing part 1 in the workout, I only come in with my two main knuckles. I don't come in hard or anything. I just place them on there and I press in. Okay, I want to focus on only these two knuckles. We want to be careful that we don't use the last two knuckles. Okay, these knuckles won't put up with hitting something because they're attached to bones here that are fairly fragile. Okay, if you look in this x-ray of a broken hand, you'll see the bones over here that are broke, or just one bone's broke. Anyhow, that's because it got hit with the last knuckles on your hand. So in part 1, when we're focusing with these two main knuckles, we're really being aware that these are the only things that are making a strike. We don't want to strike with these two knuckles on the end. The first part of the workout, number 1, is I'm just going to take my fist, again the flat finger fist, and take my two main knuckles and just press them into the makiwara. All I'm doing is pressing them in nice and slow, nice and easy. And as I'm doing this, I want to see two dimples in the makiwara, showing that I'm focusing on only striking with the two main knuckles. That's the only thing I want to strike with. Okay? I don't want to use the end of my hand here. I just want to use those two knuckles. I'll do 10 with each hand. Okay? And the left hand, 1, 2, 3. And notice, whenever I'm striking, I try to keep my other hand up at my head. Okay? If I'm striking with my right hand, I keep my left hand up. We just want to protect, we always want to keep our hands up. All right? So part number 1 simply is doing 10 focuses with each hand using the two main knuckles only. Nice and easy. There's no pressure. There's no hard strike into the makiwara. All you do is placing those knuckles onto the makiwara to remind us to only use those two main knuckles. Okay, in part number 2, we're going to take our flat finger fist, we're going to leave it nice and open and loose. We're going to throw those two main knuckles into the makiwara. We're going to do 10 of those strikes. So all we're doing is take a nice, easy throw it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now do the other hand. 1, 2. Now notice I'm leaving my hand nice and open and loose, and just chucking those two main knuckles into the makiwara. And another point of using the makiwara is that I pick a target. It might be the claw. This is a dragon that's on the makiwara here. It has a tail, a head, horns, claws, a back, belly. So when I go to strike, I'm always making sure that I know what part I'm focusing on. The claw, the horns, the tail. All right? So always be picking a target and being accurate with your strikes. Okay, like I said, part number 2 was just take a loose hand and throw those 2 knuckles into the makiwara. And naturally, when you do that, as you make contact with the makiwara, you do close your fist. But don't worry about that. Just take your 2 main knuckles, chuck them into the makiwara. Stay nice and loose. The third part of the workout is I imagine myself pushed back against a wall. Someone's got their hands on my shoulder. All right, so in this part, I'll take and put my other hand pressing back on my shoulder, and I'll just strike up with the other hand that's free. All right. In this case, I might be striking into someone's face, their nose, something like that. So anyway, on this one, I'll go with my right hand first. I'll push back on my shoulder, my left hand, and just throw a strike up, again, with only the 2 main knuckles with my fingers flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, I'm just being nice and loose, and I'm just striking with those 2 knuckles with my fingers flat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's part number 3. Part number 4 is just repeated strikes. Okay, so I get the coordination of striking, striking, striking. Okay, so in this case, I'll do it with my right hand first. I'm going to do 10 continuous strikes. Again, I am paying attention to the parts of the makiwara that I'm targeting, and I just go like in a circle around the dragon. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I said, on this part number 4, I want to do quick, repeated strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's part number 4. Okay, part number 5, I'm going to do a strike, but I'm going to make it count a little bit more, as if I'm trying to break a board or something like that. In this case, when I go to make my strike, I'm going to jerk my shoulder pivoting forward with my strike. All right. Again, I'll start with my right hand and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now with the left hand. And now in this case, you'll see the shoulder pull back as I'm coming forward with my left strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's part number 5. Okay, for part number 6, we're going to do a palm up chop. All right. This is a good thing to do while you're working on the makiwara, because it teaches you to only hit with this part of your hand when you're doing the chop. You definitely won't hit with the finger part, because if you do that a couple times, it hurts. So it'll get you to correct that and only hit with this part of the hand. Now, one thing I do to get to that training, or to train myself to only use that part of the hand, is when I come in like this, and then I snap my wrist forward, okay, and my fingers come back. So, all right. And the makiwara is great that it'll give you feedback. If you're not hitting it just right, it hurts. So it gets you to only use that part of the end of your palm here that you're supposed to use. Okay, we'll start, and I'll do 10 of the palm up chops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and of course, I won't do all 10, but I'll come and do it with my left hand. All right, you always do it with one hand, then you go to the other. Okay, that was part number 6. Okay, part number 7 is a chop, but with the palm down. Again, this, as I said, when you come in, snap your bottom of your palm here, or your wrist, forward, and snap your fingers back. So it's like that kind of a strike. All right. And again, the makiwara is great. It'll give you feedback. If you're not doing that, it'll hurt when you if you hit some of these other fingers, it'll hurt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And of course, I did one hand, now I'll do the other. I won't go through that now, so you don't want to see the back. Okay, in part number 8, we're going to use the back fist. Now, what's good about the makiwara is that it gives you feedback so that if you're not striking correctly, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel some discomfort. Okay, when you're doing the back fist, we are not hitting with really the back of our fist. Again, we're just hitting with those two main knuckles of the flat finger fist. Now when I do my back fist, I lay my fingers flat again. I use the flat finger fist when I do my back fist. Now, when I do the back fist, I come in, but at the last second, I let my two main knuckles pivot forward. So it's, all right, so I'm only hitting with these two main knuckles again of the flat finger fist, not hitting with the back of my fist. Okay, so it's not, the back fist is really still using those two main knuckles. So when I'm doing my back fist, I'm going to do 10 reps. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, I'm picking out targets on my makiwara. All right, so part 8, using the back fist. I'm using the flat finger fist and focusing only just those two knuckles. Okay, on part number 9, I go with my hands up, but I'm going to do a double strike. Okay, on my odd, again, I'm going to do 10 of these reps. On the odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, I go with my left hand first. On the even numbers, 2, 4, 6, I go with my right hand first. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, paying attention. I have targets on this makiwara, which in this case is a dragon here. I might go for the head, the horns, claws, but I always have a target because I want to be accurate in what I'm striking. Okay, that was part number 10. Is like 9, except I'm going to be farther away from my target. Now, in number 9, I could easily reach my target. In number 10, I'm going to step back a little bit, so I might be 6 inches away from my target. Now, to be able to make contact, I'm going to lean forward a little bit, lower my hips. Now, in this training, I'm not going to move my feet. I'm going to just force myself to close the distance by leaning forward. So I get the coordination, the balance, be able to do that. Again, 1, 3, 5, I go with my left hand first. On 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, my right hand first. And I'll do 10 of these reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, again, I'm farther away, but I'm just making contact by leaning forward, turning my shoulder forward. And my right side, my right shoulder comes forward, and I throw those double strikes into the makiwara. Okay, in part number 11, I'm going to throw in a fake and then throw a double strike. Okay, so if my hand's up, I can put my hand back as if I'm going to come with a roundhouse punch. Just going to fake, 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 fake. Count number 1, I'm going to fake with my left hand and come forward with a double strike. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that was part number 11. A fake, then come with 2 strikes. Okay, for part 12, I just do a strike from my hands folded on my chest. I'm going to do a triple strike off of this. I'm going to come with my front hand first and go 1, 2, 3. All right. If my right hand's in front, 1, 2, 3. Again, all back flat finger fist, and I'm leaving my hands loose, and they're just snapping out with my strikes. I'm going to do a triple strike off of this. Okay, so for my odd numbers, again, I'm going to go 1, 3, 5. I'll leave my left hand in front. For 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I'll leave my right hand in front. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this strike, which is part 12 of the workout, is probably my favorite strike because if it's my go-to strike in case I'm in trouble and I really have to make the initial strike against someone who's threatening me. Okay. Okay, that's very hard to block and defend against. So I like number 12, and like I said, it gives me the go-to strike in case I'm really in trouble and have to do something to defend myself. Alright, that's my video on the flat finger fist. If you have any questions on any of the strikes, just message me and I'll get right back to you. If you have any questions on how to build a makiwara post and the target, again, let me know and I'll answer any questions you have on that. Making a makiwara post and target isn't super expensive. It doesn't take any big special tools or knowledge. It's a fairly simple application. So again, if you have any questions, just let me know.